Hi, I'm Devin, and I want to create something today. There's a deer outside. It's distracting me. So sorry for not posting on Saturday last week. Halloween week got a little crazy. Time just got away from me. I've done a few woodworking projects on this channel already, so today I'm gonna do another. 2 years ago, I was given the opportunity to learn more about woodworking, about maintenance, fixing up a home. I learned new tools like sanding, carving knives, different types of saws, just learning about a bunch of different tools and machinery that were very unfamiliar to me. To do this, I turned to a lot of YouTube videos, a lot of Instagram reels to help me get ideas. One of the first videos that I clicked on was a guy teaching how to make a sword. He said that the process was simple and easy to follow, and so I tried it out. This is what I made that day. Of course, I was using scrap wood, so there's a bunch of nail holes in here and a massive nail hole. It was a fun thing to make. Today I'm gonna make another one, and I'm gonna show you that process. So, let's begin. Why a sword? Of all things, why make that? First of all, they're cool. Second of all, I'm a nerd. And third of all, they actually symbolize something deep and fascinating, to me at least. The word sword means to cut. It comes from Old English. The oldest sword ever found is over 5,000 years ago. Throughout history, the sword has represented sovereign power, justice, and legitimate rule. Kings were often knighted or crowned with a sword. Not as a weapon of war, but as a symbol of the right to defend truth and uphold the law. In medieval Europe, a sword was a king's scepter in battle. So that means that authority wasn't just given, it was earned and wielded responsibly. Spiritually, this ties to the idea that true power must be guided by righteousness, not aggression. A sword unites opposing forces, steel and soul, violence and virtue, defense and destruction. It's both a weapon and a work of art, demanding discipline, self-control, and clarity of mind to wield correctly. For a samurai, the sword was the soul of the warrior, a sacred companion that reflected their honor, loyalty, and spiritual harmony. To draw the sword was to make a moral decision, to defend, not to dominate. In many faiths and myths, the sword represents truth that cuts through falsehood. In the Bible, the sword of the Spirit is the Word of God. Divine truth that separates good from evil. The sword destroys ignorance and protects righteousness. Dang it. Mistakes happen. But when a mistake happens, it forces you to take another route. In mythology, swords like Excalibur or Narsil are often forged with destiny, only to be wielded by one who is pure of heart and purpose. So the sword doesn't just cut the body, it pierces illusion, symbolizing the power of wisdom to divide truth from deceit. Across civilizations, the sword is a bridge between the mortal and the divine. Knights swore oaths of chivalry upon it. Samurai treated it as a sacred spirit. Saints and angels bore flaming swords to protect heaven's gates. Philosophers and poets used it to symbolize integrity and truth. It has remained a symbol of justice, purity, sacrifice, and courage for thousands of years. Not because of the blade, but because of the character it demands from those who hold it. A sword is not just forged from steel, it's forged from principle. It teaches that real power must be guided by moral light, or it becomes meaningless. So that's why I wanted to build a sword. Of course, it's not a real sword, it's not steel, but maybe one day I'll work myself up to that. Probably not. Well, there you have it. I still need to work on and perfect a few things. This was really fun to create, and I hope you had a fun time watching. Thank you for watching. hit the like button. Leave a comment, hit subscribe, tell your friends about it. So I'm gonna get out of here. I got some planning for next week's video to get done. I hope you'll join me for that video as well. I'll see you next time. Go and stand for truth and righteousness.